What is going on, everyone? We are back with another action-packed episode here on this wonderful channel. We've been getting a few things done around the house. The coronavirus is not going to stop us. We have the girls working on school every day, every morning, and we have been working in our projects between helping them and after they get finished. We've been spending a lot more time outside with them and having some fun. So I wanted to spend some time today giving you guys an update on one of our projects, which is the shed build that I have been slowly working on and trying to get that finished. And then the other newer project that I've kind of been working on but haven't spent a whole lot of time filming would be the little pasture. It's a roughly 1 acre that we have been trying to get together and get ready to be planted once we started getting some rain. So let's start with the shed. Here we are looking at the current state of our shed project. And if this is the first time that you have seen it, this is a 12 by 20 shed. And we've got about a 5-foot door opening. We designed some trusses. I had those designed on CAD, which you can take a look at that in the video before this. I think it's the third shed video has got the design I came up with. They built them, assembled them, and I went and picked them up yesterday. We've also got some OSB that we're going to be using for the decking. And we've also got some other material that we picked up yesterday right here that we're going to be using to for the fascia and also to build out the little roof part for the gable ends. Anyways, that's where we're at. We got some tar paper to protect the OSB, and here's a little shot of the trusses. They came out really well. I ordered them through Jackson Building Supply, but now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think they built it. They probably had a local company do it, and then that company dropped it off to Jackson. So I'm not exactly sure where they came from, but they came in a real nice tight bundle, all wrapped up, and it saved us a ton of time and money. I think I'll try to pop in what I paid for them right about here, and I can tell you that we ordered 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 11 trusses total. Those are it's going to be 2 for the outside, 2 gable end trusses, and then there's 9 interior trusses. They're really the same. The gable ends, the only thing that really makes those different is that you've got a few more 2x4s, if you can see it, that are running vertical, and all that does is give you more area to nail or screw into whatever your siding's going to be. And in this case, what we're going to do is we're probably going to use steel on the outside. The steel on the outside of the shed is going to look a whole lot like the steel on the side of our house. So we're going to go Galvalume on the roof and then a charcoal steel for the walls. That's pretty much the update that I have for the shed. And we're going to run over here and take a look at some dirt. So while I'm walking from the shed over to the little pasture that we're trying to make, just want to let y'all know we have been slowly working on this for weeks, months, days. It seems like everything from picking up little pieces of stumps or little twigs to large branches, concrete trash that has been left out here since before we bought the property. It has been a lot of work. We invested in a box blade, and we went through the this little area with the box blade to scrape the top layer of trash off and get that mounded up. I'll show you what it looks like. Let me get this camera turned around here. This is roughly 1 acre. If we extend it all the way out to the front of the house, and then around here, and behind that pile of trash you see, and I call it trash, but it's stumps and logs and a whole bunch of stuff that was left over after the pine harvest. is right there in that little windrow. Behind that, we've got another little clearing. And all the way up to where you kind of see it's starting to get a little rough again. That's roughly 1 acre. And we went through with the box blade, scraped the top level of trash off, and came back later. We walked everything out yesterday, and I drove the tractor, had my wife kind of walk in front of me and just pick up anything major that we think would be in the way. And today what we're going to do is we've already got our disc hooked up, and I've already ran it a little bit just to see how deep it was cutting in. I think I may bring it up just a little bit more. But we are going to run this disc around this whole entire area to cut some little notches in here. And after that is done, right before it rains, we're going to come out here and seed it and then drag it. And what that's going to do is that's going to get the seed laid down on top of these little grooves, and then our drag will come over and will just cover, right? It'll just cover the seeds up right over top. And that should be the perfect amount of penetration that we need for the seed to get the rain that it needs, to get the sun that it needs when it starts to sprout. And it won't have to work really hard. It shouldn't be inches deep. It should just be right below the surface. So we're gonna go ahead and get the tractor set up. I'm gonna get set up, and I'll try to get some B-roll for you instead of some time lapse today. Before I get started, I wanted to just tell you exactly what our plan was and why we're doing this. We would like to start getting some livestock. I think chickens is what we're really going to start with after this project is done and after the shed is done. But what I'd like to put out here in this 1 acre tract is some goats. And if you can kind of see behind us, there really isn't a really good area set up for them to live on and to forage off of. So what we're going to do is we're gonna plant this 1 acre with some bahia, and then about 30 days later, after the bahia has taken hold, we're going to go back with some brown top millet, and that'll give them a little bit more forage. So once that gets established, we will start working on getting a little pen fenced in for them, and maybe in a few months we'll have the ability to pick a few goats up. There's a gentleman just north of us that I've been talking to. He may have some available, and we'll start with that. But just to give you guys an idea of why we're doing all this work. This is also a test. I could really work hard to get the whole 7 acres cleaned up like I got behind me, but I really want to see how much work I need to put into it, and how much more work may need to be put into it to get the result that I'm wanting. So we're doing a 1 acre test, if you want to consider it that way. If anything that doesn't really work out so well, or maybe be a little bit more time consuming, we can work that into the next 1 or 2 acres that we plan on setting up exactly like this. This is the first time I've ever done it, so we don't want to put a whole lot of time and money into it, and realize hey, we've spent twice as much money as we really needed to, and really didn't put enough effort into it. So that's kind of why we're only doing 1 acre at this time. Anyways, I'll shut up and we'll get the tractor started, and we'll show you what's going on. Well, there you have it, everyone. That is a little bit of what we've done today. You know, this should really turn out really well, we hope. We're super excited about getting this grass planted, and this is only bottom floor of what is to come, and we really hope it pays off. If you're looking behind me and you're realizing that, hey, he didn't really finish, that is because my tractor is right there. And you may ask yourself, why is your tractor there and why are you not on it? The answer is, I ran out of fuel. So, PSA for everyone, check your fuel before you start working on a project, and have a little bit on hand so that when you do run out, you don't have to stop and go to the store. So let me get this thing filled back up, and I'm going to get this finished completely, which, you know, we do not have much, probably 30 minutes worth. And I'm going to start doing some research on the best way to get this spread out. I think we're going to use a hand spreader, like our rotating spreader, and we'll probably come back with a drag after that to get it all covered up. So we'll make another video when we get to that point. We're probably going to wait a few days. Like I said, we want to put it in right before the rain. The little mourning doves have been killing any seed that we put out, so I don't want to give them any more opportunity than what they've already got. So anyways, again, thank you guys very much for stopping by and checking out this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the like button down at the bottom, and if you'd like to keep up with these other projects that we've got going on, hit the subscribe. And I really do appreciate it. You know, subscribing to someone's channel not only helps them, you know, monetarily if their channel does end up becoming monetized, but it also lets them know, hey, you've got pretty good content. You've got something that people want to see. Also, hitting the like button. You know, if you see a video that you like, that like button really matters. So far, so good. We've got all likes on most all of our videos. But if you don't like it, hit no. You know, it won't hurt my feelings at all, but it'll let me know. If I get more dislikes than likes, then probably shouldn't do any more content like that. But if you got any recommendations of stuff you'd like to see, my buddy Andrew, who used to work with when we lived in Orlando, wanted us to do some fence work. There's a little joke in there, but we've got some fence work to do, so we'll definitely make a video on that. I've got a gate to hang, and tons of other things. The list is longer than what I'd like it to be. So thank you guys for watching. I hope y'all have a great week. Stay clean, stay safe, stay healthy, and don't lose your sanity with these kids. Take care, and we'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.